Now, campaigning is in full swing ahead of the Voice referendum. The yes and no roadshows rolling into Tasmania today. Shadow Attorney-General Michaelia Cash joins me now. Senator, thank you so much for your time. No surprise that they've focused on Australia's smallest state, given that both Tassie and South Australia will be crucial to the result.
Absolutely. And in relation to the No campaign, though, ours is a grassroots campaign, as you know, across Australia, Erin. We don't have the up to $100 million that the Yes campaign has, you know, woke corporates donating millions of dollars to them. So for us, we'll be out there, but ours is very much a grassroots campaign across Australia, just reminding people that despite everything Mr Albanese tells you, or more importantly, everything Mr Albanese doesn't tell you in relation to his voice, it is okay to vote no. Because if you don't know, because you can't get the detail, vote no.
The Prime Minister continually says that this voice proposal is modest and it's just a way to recognise Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples in our Constitution. You clearly don't agree with that. Most people don't.
Well, it's actually a fact, and I think it's actually a great shame that the Prime Minister of our nation would deliberately mislead the Australian people. Because as Peter Dutton himself has said, if the proposition was merely about the constitutional recognition of Indigenous and Torres Strait Islander people, we would support that and the Australian people would support that. But that's not what it's about. It's about constitutional recognition through a voice. And this is where the Prime Minister is being incredibly tricky, because this is the biggest change in our Constitution's history that Mr Albanese has put into the people. It's risky because we actually don't know anything about it, and it's the High Court of Australia that will determine what the voice's powers are. It's unknown because Mr Albanese openly tells the Australian people, don't worry about the detail, that'll actually happen if the referendum gets up. It's divisive, Erin, because the fact of the matter is, despite what Mr Albanese says, he is giving a right to a certain group of people based on their race. That is divisive. But of course, he's embedding it in the Constitution, so it's permanent. And Australians will be stuck with any bad decisions going forward, because once you've changed the Constitution, it's almost impossible to change it back. So really unfortunate, Erin, that the Prime Minister, the person who should be being upfront and honest with the Australian people, is deliberately misleading them.